All right. Oh, hey, rainstorms. What's that? Yeah, I think my friend got it for me for Christmas. It's I got it from, well, she said she got it from Walmart, but that's cool. We have the same lamp. Hi, Hans and Sea Ranger. Alright, so this is my first live stream ever. Very sorry that it was delayed. Basically the time, it said to schedule, I had it turned off to schedule a time, but for some reason it was just unable to connect, so I scheduled a time, and for some reason it worked. I don't know, but hi. Hi again, rainstorms. Yeah, so sorry if I'm like really awkward. Like, I hate, dude, I'm so like weird and nervous on the spot, but I was gonna do art, but my day has been fine. I've been learning how to play Phasmophobia, and I'm working on the next video about one of my childhood dogs. And then I just graduated college, so I gotta start looking for a job here soon. But right now, I'm doing DoorDash, so that's what I do. That's my job. So, um, okay, so I was gonna do art, but I have a very tiny tripod, so I couldn't really do art. I have to figure out a setup for that. So I'm just gonna show you some of my scene candy because that was it's one of my most popular videos, and then my Zippos, and we'll call it a night. Everybody, is it just me, or is everybody sick? No. Yeah, I think what's going around, the norovirus, which is a stomach virus. I had that a week or two ago. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going around. Oh, thank you again, rainstorms. Thank you. Feels good to be done. Over with that chapter of my life. All right, so so two of you in here have the same light. Everybody must just feel gravitation towards this light for something. That's cool. We're not twinning, tripling over here. But here, I'll show. This is a scene candy I have. It's the Epic Smiley, or called the Awesome Face. That was a real popular meme in the 2010s, and I really like this one. This is probably my most loud piece of candy that I have that I got on Etsy. Me over here crouching on the floor, just grabbing at bracelets and showing stuff off. I love candy. I haven't made some in a while. Yeah, actually as a kid, my mom bought a lot of candy and we would make it, and we actually would make these perlers a lot. So it has been a hot minute since I have made candy, but candy is awesome sauce. Thanks, Hans NC Ranger. And then I just have some very plain candy. Here's a star and a blue one. And then, yeah, this is my favorite, pink and black. And then it has a, this opaque heart. And I like pink and black. Hot pink and black are like my favorite color combination. So that's, I guess, one of my favorites. But yeah, I guess that's some of some of my candy that I have. Just thought I'd show it off because my scene emo videos the one that popped off the most. So thanks, rainstorms. Um, okay. All right. So this is my first Zippo. I've showed this off before. This is actually a Zippo Slim, and obviously I really like it because it's seen. It's got the pink. It's checkered, and it's got the little skull. And they're actually they're different. Okay, this is how they're different. So this is a regular shaped Zippo. So they slightly differ in width, and then, or not width, in thickness, and then yes, in width. So that's just one that I bought, and then this is a best combo wheel. Yeah. Any advice for new scene modes? All I can say is that, I mean, the advice that most people give is just be yourself. If you like the style and you feel a calling towards dressing that way, then dress that way, and you know, embrace that, embrace the scene culture. And if people have something to say about it, all you can do is just let it roll off you and ignore them. I feel like, well, everybody in the scene emo community, all alt communities are very supportive of one another. So, I guess that's why I really, at the end of the day, really just be you. So, yeah, and this is a Zippo I got from my uncle. This is a very standard one. I'm not sure what, well, he collects Zippos, but I'm not sure what the engravings are, but these are actually, I won't bore you with the history of Zippos. It's like a weird obsession, but these actually need some Zippo lighter fluid. And then I have this Patrick, Stoned Patrick. It's a butane lighter. So instead of filling up, you fill up regular Zippos with lighter fluid. With butane lighters, it's basically gas. It's compressed gas, and you fill it to this nozzle right here, and it has this like little flame. It's pretty cool. So one of my favorite lighters. Can you talk about your book? I mean, I don't. Hmm. I mean, you can go on my community tab and go and see the artwork I did for it, but I guess I'm not really ready to like talk about it in depth. So, I would get some, but I'm scared of fire. I mean, yeah, if you don't like flames or fire, then probably Zippos aren't for you or quite yet. But I mean, I really just like them because they're classy, and you can put, there's little artwork and stuff on them, and you know, I appreciate art, and you know, things like that. And I like messing around with like flames and stuff. But yeah, so I got another one from my friend for Christmas. So good to put in the collection box. Then here's a scarecrow one that I have. It's I just think this is a beautiful little scene right here. Scarecrow, you know, in a field of hearts, and I'd say this is one of my second favorite Zippos. So compared to the scene one, I just like the simplicity of the scene one. Then I got this one for Christmas too. This is the pizza. Just really cool. Kind of, it reminds me of my time at Little Caesars. The vibrant orange in the eye, little pizza cutters and everything, and you know, it's kind of creepy. So kind of my vibe over here. Uh, So then this is a just like a star spritz. I just really like how it hits the light, and I like stars, so that's a very cool one. Um, and then I have this one from the Anne Stokes collection. It's just like a gothic figure. Kind of looks like the Virgin Mary, but they probably just named it that so it'll appeal to a wider audience. And then I got this sushi one, which has a texture, which is nice. Thanks, Rainstorms. And then this is like an era piece. This is the last of them. And it's a Y2K, have a nice millennium one. So this was probably my most expensive one that I got off eBay. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of a weird little live stream, does it? I mean, I guess I'm just letting you guys know a little more about me as a person, but sorry, I'm looking through the comments. Big Monovo one, sup? Doing a live stream. Do you like Scott Pilgrim? Like book, anime, or game? Just curious. What am I think Scott Pilgrim? That's a movie, right? I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know. And I have not watched the anime or the game. What inspired you to start animating? I don't know. I have an interest in a lot of media, like movies and games and like animated shows, and some of the first the first forms of media I consumed were animations. And they've held a special place in my heart. I'd say the first animations I watched are what were they? We didn't have cable as kids. We were like PBS kids, me and my brother. So my mom would buy a lot of these obscure VHS tapes, and I'd say Princess and the Goblin and All Dogs Go to Heaven were my first movies that I ever watched. And then like we got cable for a short time, and I loved Adventure Time. Adventure Time is so awesome. I think it's one of the best animated shows in my opinion. But for me to start animating, I just really like kind of the idea of making things come to life. Like I have a magic wand to make things come to life. I don't have to hire an actor to do what I want them to do. You know, it's my own will that I can do whatever I want on the page. And I thought I have a lot of weird stories in my life, so I thought I've always wanted to do something with YouTube, so I thought, I would give it a go at Storytime Animations. I also went to college for not animation, it's something called digital arts. So it's everything digital art related, but I did have a focus on animation, and that just after doing all of the programs that they offered in that, I found that I really like to animate. So bit of a long-winded response, but yeah, that's my answer to that. Who was the best founding father? I don't know, probably Benjamin Franklin, maybe Thomas Jefferson. What guitar is that in the background? That is a Fender Squier. That is it's basically it's like a starter guitar that Fender sells, and it comes with this whole pack on Amazon. It has a really like shitty amp. Yeah, and that's I would really like to get into music, but I do know some songs on guitar. I've actually like made some of my own, but I'm not that good where I would like record myself like playing the guitar or anything yet. I actually have taken guitar lessons, and if I do music, I have to use tabs because I don't know how to read music. So very well. Right. Yeah. Scott for Pilgrim versus the World. Yep. Um, you know, true. Okay. I think I want to start posting too, but I still don't know what I want to post. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to know because like I feel like when you start a YouTube channel, like there should kind of be like a theme you follow, and it could be kind of hard to like know what to post. Um, I don't know. I guess I would just like experiment around with content that you feel polarized to, I guess. But yeah, for years I never posted anything on YouTube because like I wanted to make videos, but I didn't know really where to start or like what I should be uploading. So yeah, that's all I can say about that is like I would just sit on that and like kind of I don't know feel it out. Um, are there any stories you're excited to make a video about? Um, yes. My one that's coming here right now or coming up next is about one of my dogs, and I'm actually I think it's so cute. Any of you guys that are subscribed to me, I think you're gonna love it. A lot like half of my videos have had kind of a serious tone to them, and this one will be much more lighthearted. One video that I'm really excited to do is when my third grade teacher died in front of me in third grade. That's right, just like died, like so in front of me. And so like the school I went to is really small too. So most kids were like religious. We were all Catholic, and we would go to basically like we had our school is a public school, but most of the class would walk over to Catholic church to get a religious education every day, and we went to her funeral during school hours. So I feel like that would be an interesting one to make a video about. Um as a guitarist, I can't read music. I play by ear or use tabs primarily by ear. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of the most famous guitarists too, they've made comments like you don't actually like really need to know music or really know how to play guitar to like don't take that with a grain of salt what I said, but I feel like a lot. I ultimately what I'm saying is like I think a lot of the most like famous musicians, especially more punky and grungy ones, they kind of um play by ear or use tabs. Yeah. Favorite anime? Honestly, probably Death Note. I think Death Note's solid. Like I didn't think it was like I really like this storyline of Death Note. I especially the anime. I think really like for one season that's all it needed. Actually, when L died, I binge watched the whole season, watching the anime, um, in one night, and I cried when L died. Like I had to like literally take a week break just to come back and watch the rest of Death Note when L died. So, um, What's your favorite metal band? So, I don't listen to a whole lot of straight metal. My favorite genre is new metal. Um, I think this is kind of like, they're not straight metal, but I used to really like Hollywood Undead, and um sorry, I'm like, I just keep laughing on. Uh, Hold on one second. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm back. I don't know. My favorite bands are Korn, Deftones, Hollywood Undead. Um, I like Asking Alexandria. Um, House in Chains. I don't think that's metal though. I really like. I'll just start listing off a lot of them. I like Blink 182, Linkin Park, Shine Down. I'm actually looking at my CDs that are up on my shelf here. Um, those are just some of the some of my favorite bands of all time. Um, do you have a favorite stuffed animal? I love my IKEA alien and Henrietta from South Park plushies. Oh, um, I don't actually collect much stuffed animals, but I do have this lab dog that I made at Build-A-Bear when I was a small thing. And I would say that's my favorite stuffed animal that I own, which I don't currently have right now, but that is a stuffed animal that holds a special place in my heart. Um, Thanks, Fungi Mungi. Yeah, that jellyfish lamp is popping off. Um, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't. I guess, well, there's a question that I guess asked about my book. I guess I'll get up and go do that. I guess I'll show off some of my art. This was on my community tab, so um, I have actually not listened to Pantera, but I do have a friend, and he really likes Pantera, and he recommended it to me, so I'll have to give them a listen. What's your book about? Okay, well, so this is, yeah, it's all crumpled. I don't take good care of it. Some of my papers and stuff. I was that person where it, like, school, I had that sloppy book bag, like, full of papers and that got all crumpled up and stuff. But this is the book I'm currently working on right now. I have it called Occultatum. And this is just an appropriation of an Uncle Sam poster. Um, it's a fantasy novel that has a lot of themes of American history, and fantasy and all of that sort of thing intertwined. But I have to learn a lot about American history to, make a good book. Um, uh, so this character is Fang, this is Leona, this is Burnell, and this is Darius. So that's, I guess, here's a piece of art that I have that was nearby. So yeah, Weezer's good. Weezer's a good band. Green Day, yeah, my favorite song from Green Day is American Idiot. So the backpack statement is so real. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that was yeah. I'm glad those days are over. That backpack was a reflection of my mental state. So even my college backpack is a mess. Like I had like ibuprofen pills in my backpack for like when I had like pain on my period or migraines, and they all spilled out in the bottom, and like I did not clean that out until like recently. They it actually is right behind me. I'm looking at it. Yeah, that is a mess in there. Um, how long does it take to animate a video? So a month. I'd say what I do. I mean, what I do isn't necessarily full animation. It's more like animatics, maybe with a sprinkling of some animating. Um, so it takes about a month because I'm not doing like full animation. And, you know, being a storytime animator, obviously, you know, it's a one-man show. So, you know, if I was doing full scale, full blown animation, it would take forever to get a product out there. So I'd say a little over a month to a month. If I try, I'm gonna try to push it more in animation. It might take 2 more months to, or it might take a longer period of time to get a video out. But we'll see. I'm just going with the regularly scheduled program at this point. So my favorite DS game. Oh boy. Okay, so one of my favorite DS games actually is Mario was because I played it a long time ago. I actually have a DS. It's right on my shelf right there. My brother actually got it for me for a garage sale because, you know, we got rid of our DS a long time ago. But my favorite DS game is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I just thought that was such a unique little game. That was one of my like favorite games of all time on the DS. So when I was in middle school, I used to think emo kids were weird. Then I realized what I was wearing: a Motorhead shirt with a denim vest and band patches on it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you weren't emo, but I guess like you were part of an alt crowd as well. So, I mean, it's good you came to that self realization. Favorite games in general. Well, right now, I think I said it earlier. Phasmophobia. I'm like having. I'm going ADHD like crazy on that right now. I'm like learning every little fact about how to like identify the ghost. Okay, there's this game. It's called Juice Galaxy. It is the weirdest game. It's like so trippy. It's just such a bizarre game. It used to be free, but on December 7th on Steam, that you had the creator like now put a price tag on it. But I highly recommend Juice Galaxy. Those are just some of my favorite games, I guess. Right now, well, Minecraft. I mean, I play Minecraft a good amount. So, uh, I'm trying to think of some others. Oh yeah, recently I played mouthwashing. That's been a popular thing and a lot of fan art and little fandom for that. Do you like movies? If so, what are some of your favorites? So, some of my favorite movies are honestly Quentin Tarantino movies, and I really like Pulp Fiction. Um, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. There's sorry, I'm like uh oh, and I was just gonna say recently I rewatched Matilda. That's just a good childhood classic. Um, I guess. I'm trying to think. I actually watched a lot of movies recently. I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox. Um, I'm just like naming off stuff at this point. Have you ever played mouthwashing? Yeah, I did. Yeah. I played that recently. What level are you stuck on, Rainstorms? Have you ever played Fallout? No, I have not. But thanks for asking. We're at the awkward point. The one where you have to like run from the horse. Oh, okay. So I think a lot of people get stuck on this one. Um, so I know it would take a bit for you to type out a response, but when you get the clue about like the beast is what does it even say? Oh my gosh. It basically says it's blind and it's basically like I don't know. It's basically like violent. Sorry, I can't remember exactly what the note said, but like so what basically what I did is when I heard the horse coming near, you have to be like quiet because since it's blind, it relies on hearing. So if you like hear it coming near, just stop and so it doesn't hear you and then wait for it to run away out into the distance and then keep moving. And then eventually you'll just find the poly horse sitting on a box with a thing of mouthwashing and you walk up to that and you grab the mouthwash. So um it can be a little difficult to figure out, but like yeah, just basically when you hear the horse nearby, and that's how I got through it, is just stop because it is blind, so it's trying to seek you out through its hearing, and then like just find the poly horse where it's at and grab the mouthwash and you're good to go. Well, you're welcome. I hope that helped. Hopefully you can finish that and move on. No, I don't particularly like Nickelback. So, I mean, that's your, hey man, that's your prerogative if you want to sub. If I like Nickelback. But, um, yeah, that area is definitely kind of frustrating. Yeah. And the thing I don't like about mouthwashing is I thought it would be a little more interactive, but it is kind of more. I mean, at the end of the day, it's more like a walking simulator where you just kind of where a story kind of reveals itself. But I mean, those kind of games like have their place, and I really do enjoy those games so a lot. So, um, all right. Well, it's been a little over a half hour. Thank you guys. Oh, my. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll answer one last question from Rainstorms. Rainstorm. Sorry, my brain just like. Never mind. My favorite song right now. I really like this artist called Grim Salvo, and what's it called? Like Disney Wormwood or I don't know. There's one I like called Black Rainbow too. I a lot of times cycle through. I guess a lot of songs that I don't know. I just it's hard for me to say like what some of my favorite songs are. When is the next video coming out? Okay. One more question. I hope at the end of January, but you know, might be the beginning of February, a little into February, but that's what the time, the schedule I made for myself. So, okay. Thank you all for showing up to my first live stream ever. I was super nervous, and a lot of times, like, when people ask me questions, my brain kind of blanks out because I'm like, I just wanted to give you guys a good live stream and, make it pretty chill. But, I like how this went, so I'll probably do more in the future. Yeah, so stay tuned for the next video. Oh, and my phone's about to die, so I don't, but yeah, I wish you all a pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and I will see you guys in the future live stream, which I'll tell you about in advance if I'm doing one. So, okay, thank you so much, Rainstorms. Thank you. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.